headlines. Good morning. Here is your host Mars Mandelo. And this is Moving News Network, a station dedicated to the Biafra struggle. You are welcome to today's edition of our news program. Now to news-making headlines. We start from the ongoing conference in Ghana. Today is the third day of the historic meeting for the Biafra struggle, and the OEAS being the conveners of the meeting, with the total support of the Biafra people are head-bent on making it the success they deserve. Together they call on all other Biafras around the world who could not make it to the conference, to support spiritually and pray that this conference yield the purpose of its making. Now to today's news. First, listen to this Nigerian's outcry.
I'm here with Mr. Chido, who sells all these drinks and some rice. So, Mr. Chido, how is your assessment of President Buhari's 1 year in office?
And see, to be honest with you, this one don't pass our power. We no fee buy, we no fee sell. Bag of rice now from 7,000 naira to 16,000. Just now, downstairs people now don't come tell me say they are more now from 2,000 naira to 2,300. The thing is getting out of hand. We can't sell. The only thing we don't add money for this market now, toilets where we go. Now the only thing we don't add money. That one at 30 naira. See bag of now from 7,000 to something thousand. Last week we did a sales subsidy. Me as I tell like this, I don't know what in the subsidy. Now leg now a businessman now leg now I use come market from Apo Junction to this place now 300 naira, 200 naira. So I beg, who can help us talk to this man? This thing don't pass our power. And they hear bondage. I this is not a joke. Till now they are the most. I beg. When can I help us? I beg. This thing don't pass our power. We can't see markets. It just be like the ground. Before if you enter this gate now, it will reach 2 hours before you go drive in. It be like see where would you play ball. I beg, more nice. Everything like this where they are not add money, including Ugu, even Ogusi.
But do you think that
where there's a market they go through the system? In fact, family people go carry their picking come inside market on the back. Some of them they don't push them from work.
But the government claims that this is because of the past administration. The past administration, the rot and the corruption that occurred there, we're now feeling the after effects in this administration. Do you
now I'm not concerned us with past administration. Administration don't tell where they come, they go. Buhari man, one of Buhari and this president, not be past administration. Let's clamp that and mean complaint. That person don't move ahead. Every time past administration, if you want people to kill them, forge ahead. Money where they say in the fine, they collect money. No be our money, no be who they cheat. We don't forgive those people. Make you know go collect the money again. We don't dash them. We will just forge ahead. If now he get up, we send them. Now that money now in the big problem. Okay, the little way they collect, now make them use and do something now. I will go die for hungry. We are never go now in the go. That one no concern. No those people now don't. Not for this country doing vote. Not be here them vote me. Make it go and do the job. Huh? How many times Obama don't come this country? How many times the president of France don't come here? No, the president to the travel. I beg. The travel don't too much. You don't do. If you don't go feel continue, make it tell us more. Just pay and do one way don't do. Even do one way nobody made them pay and make go sit down and beg. People don't suffer well for this country.
Okay. So what last words do you have advice to the government and in general, what can you say representing the Nigerian people?
As far as I'm concerned, I'm not sure we'll get government. To me, everybody now are hustler. All those people that represent us, now they kill us. We don't get representative at all. At all. We know they even try for us. Nadia. You know they see where they fight for us. They fight for you. I know their money they fight. I beg, we don't get, I beg.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr.
I beg, make it send down. First way hungry kill, and first way they kill for civil war, all of them dead like dead. Person no go there hungry go kill her. It's better than kill there. than to die, starve, die for hungry. I beg, I want to help us, I beg. Everything I don't add money. Everything. Everything don't too much.
But what are some positive things that you've seen in this government?
Nothing like positive, nothing like negative. Everything does stagnant.
No, so no good thing.
Nothing. We just there one place. We there blind. We don't know where would they go.
What of light? Electricity, has it improved?
They get light. You where they do when they get light for your house. Now we they provide light for ourselves now. Now fuel now we they use.
So there is no good thing this administration has done in one.
You need to get up for what? You know no good thing.
But they say 1 year is a short period of time. Maybe we should give the president another year to settle.
How many years you want me to give up? Better give up 20 years. If you're a good leader, even a month is okay. Under 1 year, all of us. So before that 3 years now, I'm be saying you're not going to see anybody for it again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chido.
My name is Prince Anthony Chuboma. This is our government.
A press release from Barrister Emma Mzu, IPOB spokesperson. We received reliable information that plans have been concluded to assassinate the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This assassination plot was agreed upon at a meeting held on Saturday, March 26, 2016 at the Aso Rock Presidential Villa Abuja, which involved Muhammadu Buhari, Lawal Musadora, Willie Obiano, Rochas Anayo Okaroka, Okizi Victor Ikpeazu, and Lawrence Ife Anyihogwunyi. The last four of the aforementioned names are governors of 4 states within the Biafran region. These 4 states are the states in Biafra land where Buhari is committing genocide on Biafrans continually and with the open support and acquiescence of the governors. But why are these governors in collusion with Buhari and Dora now hell-bent on assassinating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and how do they plan to do it? We were reliably informed that the meeting attendees agreed that murdering Nnamdi Kanu is the only way to stop the Biafra restoration process. They further reasoned that since Nnamdi Kanu commands a large following of Biafrans in their millions, and these Biafrans are focused and determined to achieve the restoration of the nation of Biafra, killing Nnamdi Kanu will discourage and disorganize these dedicated Biafrans and put the entire restoration process in jeopardy. These group of assassins, who are disguising themselves as politicians, believe that with the elimination of Nnamdi Kanu, the march towards the restoration of the nation of Biafra will come to an abrupt end. They also came up with 2 options on how to go about the assassination of Nnamdi Kanu. Drive, Clifford Iroanya, 2nd, IPOB spokesperson. The first option is to hire some people who will camouflage as IPOB members and then try to fake a hijack of the vehicle that will be taking Nnamdi Kanu to court. In the process, the operatives of Department of State Services, DSS, will kill Nnamdi Kanu and then claim that he died in a crossfire during the purported hijack. The second option is to kill Nnamdi Kanu by poisoning his food, just like it was done to MKO Abiola. We are therefore using this opportunity to alert the world that Nnamdi Kanu is now marked for death by Buhari, Dora, Obiano, Okaroka, Ikpeazu, and Ogwuanyi. These men have collectively agreed to assassinate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they have vowed that nothing will stop them from carrying out the evil plans. Let it not come as a surprise to anyone reading this press release when you hear, any moment from now, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been killed. Just keep it in mind that the death of Nnamdi Kanu is the handiwork of Muhammadu Buhari, Lawal Musadora, Willie Obiano, Rochas Anayo Okaroka, Okizi Victor Ikpeazu, and Lawrence Ife Anyihogwunyi. These are the men who swore to put Nnamdi Kanu to death and to stop by any means and by every means the restoration of the nation of Biafra. The world is hereby put on notice on the planned assassination of Meza Nnamdi Kanu by Buhari, Dora, Obiano, Okaoka, Ikpeazu, and Ugwuanyi. Signed, Barrister Emma Mzu, and Clifford Chukwuemeka Iroanya, spokespersons for IPOB. Now to the Abia State Governor. Broadcast by Governor Okizi Ikpeazu of Abia State, to mark his first anniversary in office. My good people of Abia State, today makes it exactly 1 year since I took the oath of office to serve as the fourth democratically elected governor of our beloved God's own state. It has been 1 year of God's abiding favor, mercy, and grace, and looking back, I say without equivocation, that we have a lot to be thankful for. Our administration came on board with a lot of hope and expectations. We were not under any illusion that we were going to have it easy, because we understood vividly the enormity of the challenges that lay ahead of us. We were, however, confident that we had what it took to turn the fortunes of Abia State around and build on the foundations laid by our predecessors. 1 year down the line, we are as confident as we were the day we came on board. After our swearing in, we wasted no time in getting down to work, and it has been 1 year of systematically implementing the robust blueprint we developed for Abia State, in the full knowledge that governing a sophisticated state like Abia required detailed planning and methodical execution. Upon assumption of office, we marshaled out 5 cardinal areas we wanted to focus on, which, alongside their enablers, we knew would pave the way for the rapid development of our state, in line with our vision of making Abia State the premier destination for investors, tourists, and visitors east of Nigeria. The 5 pillars we identified were agriculture, oil and gas, commerce, industry, and education. Beloved Abians, I will now attempt to summarize the modest efforts we have recorded in the various pillars and enablers since we came on board 1 year ago. It is important to note that ours is an administration with an eye for sustainable development. We are like a farmer who is not planting for immediate harvest, but who is planting for future generations to continue to reap the fruits of what was planted. Permit me therefore to summarize some of the strides we have recorded in the various sectors of Abia State. Agriculture. In the southeast geopolitical zone where Abia State is located, we do not have the kind of land they have in other geopolitical regions of the country. Added to the challenge of insufficient land mass is the fact that the available land is being shared between agricultural ventures, commerce, and industry, which are all important pillars of our state economy. The implication of this reality therefore is that the kind of agricultural practice we undertake in Abia State must be scientific and precise to enable us maximize the best yield from the land we are working with. As we all know, a full development of the agricultural value chain is capital intensive. To make maximum impact, we require mechanized farming tools and equipments that guarantee higher yield for less labor. This is imperative if we must make agriculture attractive to the youths in our society. It is therefore on this premise that I wish to announce to you that we have made arrangements to have tractors delivered to Abia State to aid in mechanized farming. We have also concluded arrangements with microfinance banks to roll out various financing incentives for agricultural activities at reasonable interest rates. Similarly, we have taken steps to massively cultivate high-yield, disease-resistant species of the various crops in which we have comparative advantage. The Commissioner for Agriculture is ensuring that all the land acquired by previous governments for agricultural purposes are optimally utilized in addition to sanitizing the fertilizer distribution program of government. Let me, however, call on our farmers to join farming cooperative unions. No one farmer can get all the requisite equipments and funding required for comprehensive agricultural value chain development. The intervention and support funds we are accessing can only be given to cooperatives and not individual farmers, so I call on our farmers to endeavor to come together and form cooperatives. Education. We understood upon assumption of office that in order to compete favorably in national and global affairs in the coming years, it was imperative that Abia State gained prominence among states with high-quality education. I am happy to announce to you that in the last May/June Senior School Certificate Examination result released by the West African Examination Council, Abia State took the first position with the highest number of students with distinction. In our tertiary institutions, Abia State University law graduates have consistently achieved first-class results at the Nigerian Law School. This feat prompted us to ensure that we released outstanding subventions to all our tertiary institutions while providing other forms of motivation like official cars for deans and heads of departments to ensure that they continue in the tradition of excellence and improve on their current standards. Similarly, we launched the Friends of Abia School Adoption Initiative, FACE, with the aim of upgrading infrastructure in our schools, restoring mentorship to young students and providing care for the schools that gave us our foundations. Through the FACE initiative, we are also creating capacity for local production of school chairs and tables by building skills acquisition centers in the 3 geopolitical zones of Abia State. The vision for the skill acquisition centers is that we will use them to build chairs and tables for our school, train our youths in furniture making for future productivity and job creation. The Center for Abia South Senatorial Zone is ready and has started production. I have also in the same vein mandated the Commissioner for Education to review the curriculum of primary and secondary schools in Abia State to ensure that information and communication technology skills are being taught in all our schools. This new approach also involves the training and retraining of our teachers to expose them to current models of knowledge impartation. We will ensure the use of tablets in our schools for knowledge impartation. To that end, a couple of days ago, I played host to a team from Abia State to train 7 teachers each from the 17 local government area state on classroom management and current tutelage best practices. The Ministry of Education has also renovated 15 schools in Abia State and installed boreholes in 6 of them for enhanced social conditions. In the same vein, our Education for Employment (EORE) program is on course, through which we are reviving technical and vocational educational training in Abia State. My dear Abians, I made a promise some time ago that we shall soon commence the feeding of all pupils in our schools at least 3 times in a week. I have not jettisoned that plan. In the course of attempting to implement the program, we realized that conditions in our schools are quite deplorable, so we took a conscious decision to first raise the standard of physical and social conditions in our schools before we commence the feeding program so that our pupils will eat in a conducive environment. We are on course and we will soon commence the free school feeding program promised by this administration. Industry. Within the last 1 year, we took some artisans to Turkey to acquaint them with the types of equipments that are being used in modern-day manufacturing activities/operations. We have arranged fair financing packages to enable the artisans acquire these equipments for enhanced quality in goods they produce. We have engaged in unprecedented publicity for Made in Abia products, and I am happy to announce to you that Aba and Abia State is back on the consciousness of locally and internationally as the premier destination for entrepreneurship and enterprise. I took up the role of the number one Made in Abia ambassador in the last 1 year. I have consistently worn only Made in Abia clothings. We are currently engaged in efforts at ensuring standardization of our products, and in a short while, entrepreneurs in Aba will begin producing leather and garment byproducts for our national establishments. Still on industries, we took a bold decision to work towards the revitalization of moribund industries in Abia State to generate employment for our people and increase the purchasing power of families. To that end, it gives me pleasure to announce to you that the international glass industry, Aba, has bounced back to life after a long period of lying moribund. Supply of pharmaceutical bottles from the factory at Aba to Lagos and other markets has resumed, and the new management of the outfit is sourcing new markets for increased operation and profitability. In the same vein, a new 48,000 bottles per hour brewing line has been installed at the revived Golden Guinea Breweries plc in Umuahia. Engineers from the equipment manufacturers in Germany were in Umuahia for 4 months for the installation, and they have gone back. Master brewers also from Germany are undertaking test run, and from the assurances of the new core investors, any moment from now, the first bottles of Golden Guinea and Bergdorf Lager Beer, Eagle Stout, and Bergdorf Malta will roll out of the brewing line for the first time since 2003. Commerce. All over the world, what Abia State is synonymous with is the enterprising nature of our people. However, as things stand, our markets, which are the symbols of our commercial activities, are abysmally deplorable. In our bid to restore the preeminence of Abia State as the premier destination for commercial activities, we constituted the Abia State Markets Development Committee to seek ways of improving conditions in our existing markets and develop new markets. Already, the committee has successfully relocated dealers in telephone and computer accessories to the new Aba Mega Mall. The committee equally unveiled a master plan for the redevelopment and expansion of the area international market to bring it at par with current global realities. I wish to at this juncture appeal with the stakeholders in our markets to cooperate with the Abia Markets Development Committee as it strives to deliver on its mandate. The committee has the full backing of government, therefore any attempt to sabotage the work of the committee alongside that of the Aba Urban Renewal Agency will constitute an outright affront on the authority of government, and perpetrators will be summarily dealt with. Let me hasten to reassure traders in the area international market that government is not seeking to demolish the market. I assure you that no legitimate shop owner will lose his/her shop. What government is seeking to do is to decongest the market and ensure the provision of basic amenities for the good of the traders and their clients. I call on traders in Aba and Abia State as a whole to cooperate with our administration because in the long run, the traders will be the greatest beneficiaries of our activities in the markets. Road construction. My dear Abians, in the road sector, today will make it 1 year of what can only be described as a caterpillar revolution in Abia State. We were sworn in on May 29, 2015, which was a Friday. By the next working day, Monday, June 1, 2015, we flagged off 7 roads within the Aba metropolis. By the next day, Tuesday, June 2, 2015, we moved to Amelia where we flagged off 3 roads, and since then, we have never looked back. We have since flagged off over 60 roads in the 3 senatorial zones of Abia State. I am proud to announce to you that we have completed 30 of those roads, which have all been commissioned and opened for use. What that means is that as of today, we are completing an average of 2 roads per month in Abia State, which is an unprecedented feat in the annals of the state. We have also kept faith with the rigid pavement cement technology which we pioneered in Nigeria. The implication of this is that most of the roads we have built will last for a minimum of 30 years before they require rehabilitation. Note that within the period under review, 3 bridges have also been completed which have ensured access to hitherto locked-in communities and created a new lease of life for those living in the corridor where the roads and bridges are located. Completed roads. The road projects we have successfully completed include Kamala Street, Yuka Egbi Road, Domuola Road, Ahir Road, Domuoxum Road, MCC/Omuajima Road, Dum Drive, Oweri Road, Eshafu Street, ENUC Road, Hospital Road, Jubilee Road, St. Michael's Road, Azakiwi Road, East Road, Park Road, School Road, Pond Road, Okwunka Road, Cameroon Road, Queens Road, Owerinja Road, Kaduna Street, Abam Road, Awalauhu Street, Domawea Road, Road 2, Federal Low-Cost Housing Estate, Niger Road, Owelaka Street, Spur to Factory Road, reconstruction of Okonaku Main Bridge in Ahafia, reconstruction of Imoendingpa Bridge, Demonio Kai LGA. Ongoing road projects in Abia State include the expansion, rehabilitation and reconstruction of Ururika Road from Obakabia Junction, Old Express Road, Mbaziensalil Road, Ahiankwayaba Amuzadiagbala PH Expressway Road with spur to Amuamo Junction, Ebanma/Akij Road, Aba Oweri Road, Domuero Omuakarom Boko Anya Omuakuomobato Moria Omuakar Road, Domuagu Asayukuo Obakabia Uhura Ring Road, Bata Railway Brassaziakuya Road, Omomabai Asasur Road, Urida Omuzakumuakaki, Obequiogui Road, Domuabiakwe Idakpa Crescent, Domuajima Oerinja Road, Domuabiakwe Ouanaka Ngwe Road, reconstruction of 3 roads within Federal Low-Cost Housing Estate, Agbamo Housing Estate Ring Road, Domuabamo House of Assembly Road, Area Musaka Ring Road, Domuzagbo Ubani Ibeku Modern Market Road, expansion of Obakabia Enugu PH Expressway, Ikaziyama Obuzo and Godo Road, Demonio Kai, reconstruction of Abiraba Ring Road with spur to Amau Kuyung Kwamuajbogho, Ahafia, construction of Luma, Amaiboaka and Amaibo-Otampa Road Isuikwawedo, construction of Bendidama Abam Road, Bendaroka Kuyu, construction of Abirabanke Poro Road, Ohafia, construction of Lahum Kapatu Enugu PH Expressway Road. Street lighting project. At inception of this administration, we resolved that every new street we are building in AB Estate will come with street lights. We soon extended the resolve to rehabilitation and replacement of street lights in already existing roads in AB Estate. As of today, we have installed over 1,000 street lights across the state, and for the first time in history, streets in the city of Aba now have street lights. The streets in AB Estate where street lights have been installed include Dozy Way, Ahia Eek Road, Niger Road, Road 2, Low Cost Housing Estate, Abam Street, Awalauhu Street, Kaduna Street, Uwelaka/Umawea Road to Railway Crossing, Old Umuya, Ibiam Road/Bank Road to Abia Tower, Bank Road through Government House to Ogbura Avenue, Park Road, from East to ASA Road, Georges Street, from Old Yuba Building to Endway Road, Ahia Ouru, Constitution Crescent, from Aba Town Hall to Georges Street/Fire Service, Drive, Umuaksum Road, Azakiwi Road, and Ahia Yokuyu Market to Umuajida Olokoro. Health. Upon assumption of office, we release funds for the total rehabilitation, reconstruction, and upgrading of our schools of nursing in AB Estate. Consequently, the School of Midwifery Abiraba and the schools of nursing at Aba, Umuya, and Amachara were upgraded, leading to their reaccreditation by the Midwifery and Nursing Council of Nigeria. Admission into these institutions have since resumed. Our administration has gone into partnership with the MTN Foundation to fund the reduction of maternal and infant mortality and morbidity in the state. Under this arrangement, the maternal wards of 4 general hospitals in AB Estate are being equipped and upgraded. The hospitals are AB Estate Specialist and Diagnostic Center, Umuya, AB Estate University Teaching Hospital, Aba, General Hospital Okpula Endway and Cottage Hospital, Oaza. We are equally upgrading infrastructure at the AB Estate University Teaching Hospital, Aba, while the reconstruction of the maternal and child health complex at the hospital has been completed. Job creation. We have been able to create over 7,000 new jobs through the we have introduced. The Transport and Indiscipline Management Agency of AB Estate, TIMAS, recruited massively. Created jobs with the Utility Maintenance Agency. Other agencies and committees created. Our agricultural endeavors. Our deliberate efforts at resuscitating moribund industries in AB Estate, as well as the new community policing strategies we have adopted. Security. We have been working with security agencies in the state to ensure a peaceful AB Estate. So far, we have procured over 30 vehicles of different configurations and have distributed same to the various security agencies in the state. We have also set up a security trust fund which is helping us source private sector funds for purchase of equipments for a safer ABA. I am not unaware of the security challenges we are facing, but I assure you that compared to our contiguous states, Abia is the safest state in the region at the moment. Security agencies in the state have substantially reduced the capabilities of criminal elements to operate in the state via constant arrests and demolition of their properties. We are on the verge of reintroducing special squads while renovating existing police stations to equip them for the current challenges. We also recently announced plans to recruit 10 youths from every community in Abia State to form part of a security network to ensure robust community policing and all-round security in our state. Let me therefore assure you that irrespective of what you hear about attacks on other states, under our watch, no harm will befall any Abian by external forces under any guise. We have taken necessary steps and I assure you of your safety. My beloved people of Abia State, this summary of activities in the last 1 year is by no means exhaustive. I have attempted to capture only the basic highlights of what we have done. My media team has released a more comprehensive breakdown of activity in the last 1 year and it is available for those who require more details. As a leader with his people, I am not being faced by some of you. The new policies of the federal government, some of our own policies. I share pain and I assure you that and I are doing all challenges. We will not compel allocations. Rather, we will pray and to see opportunities that will enable us surmount them. In the midst of every challenge and opportunity, all are at our Canaan land. Govern the partnership between the government and the governed. I therefore call on you to play your own part to enable us succeed. This you can do by ensuring prompt payment of your taxes via approved channels and assisting us to safeguard government infrastructure. Let me at this juncture pay special tribute to the founding fathers of Abia State who lit the torch we are holding aloft today. We are here because of your sacrifices and on behalf of a grateful state, I say that your labors shall never be in vain. I wish to also appreciate the members of the National Assembly from Abia State who have been striving to bring federal developments to Abia State. The Speaker and members of the Abia State House of Assembly have been commendable bipartisan partners in progress in our journey so far. Traditional rulers in Abia State have also been dependable partners in the quest for peace and development in our rural areas and I pay special tribute to them. The clergy in Abia always upheld us in their prayers and I say may God continue to bless them. The security agencies, our women, the youths, students, market leaders, artisans, our chambers of commerce, professional associations, the press, and indeed, all people of Abia have been sources of great strength and support. I salute you all. Good people of Abia State, whatever development you are seeing today is a fort we have in stock for you. Let us continue to support this government and I pledge here that my team and I shall not disappoint you all. I thank you all for listening and may God continue to bless Abia State. In other news, war of words between Emma, Gu, sends SOS to Genjo Ashozi and others not to speak with Emma Ikagu. There is a big commotion in the house of the money-spinning machine in a well-international organized group of rogues called IPOB Ltd/Radio Biafra. London. The group that has fooled thousands of Igbo youths with a fake promise to actualize Biafra are now scampering to make friends with some Igbo elders. In an effort seen by many as too late, the operators wrote an open letter 2 days ago to beg General Joe Ashozi, the Secretary General of the Indigenous People of Biafra, not to talk with Emma Ikagu again. Since the arrest of Kenny Okuyokanu, alias Namdi Kanu, Ushmefer, Clifford Iroanya, and Emma Nazu had done everything to block every move by many Igbo elders to secure Namdi Kanu's release. The three men perfected the art of lying to their members and labeled Igbo leaders as APC members and Hausa Fulani slaves. It is propaganda and lies that emanate from the pit of hell with no possible means or plans on how to achieve Biafra. Unknown to innocent men, women follow them. IPOB Ltd is a rogue organization. AI has all the documents to show any doubting Thomas that these men are but scumbags. We are inviting Radio Biafra operators / IPOB Ltd leaders, Ushmef asylum seeker in the UK, Emma Emazu, an ex-convict Clifford Iroanya, a security guard with an oil company in Houston for an open debate at the place of their choosing. If these men are telling you the truth, let them out and debate Emma Ikagu. In a related development, a man parading himself as a Michigan-based professor and Biafra war veteran, a surrogate of Namdi Kanu, one Mr. Clifford Peter Ajirika is said to be going around to beg Igbo elders not to speak with Emma Ikagu. Information reaching our news desk has it that this man who became a surrogate of IPOB-TD made telephone calls to Chief Deb Ojukwu and others with the attempt to discredit Emma Ikagu failed to convince them. There is a strong indication that the $39 a month internet news-based satellite company will hit the rock very soon. Feelers coming from the southeastern state indicate that people aren't able to tune in, using the frequency modulation. Also, their sites in Nigeria has been blocked. Emma Ikagu also blocked their U.S. site for 2 days. According to Emma Ikagu, if these rogues continue to lie to our people, a complete shut their operation both on radio, Facebook looms. Emma Ikagu's organization, Afromedia, owners of African FM World Services and ASW, have become a rallying center for accused wrongfully by Radio Biafra London IPOB Ltd of working against the interest of Biafra agitators. It has since been established that Radio Biafra and IPOB Ltd are two rogue organizations, using noise, lies, and propaganda to run an internationally organized scam syndicate, using Biafra as a decor. By Abby, Lagos, Nigeria. Now news from Daily Post. We are agitating for sovereign state, not pipeline contracts, says Niger Delta. The Niger Delta NDA, on Friday described the Niger Delta stakeholders meeting held on Wednesday at Abuja as an insult to the people of the region, insisting that what the group is agitating for is a sovereign state and not pipeline contracts. This is its responsibility for the blowing up of another NNPC crude oil and gas trunk lines, near Warri, Delta State, at 11:45 p.m. on Thursday, boasting that the attack happened even though the facility was closely guarded by soldiers when its strike team struck. In a message on its Twitter handle at about 8:10 this morning, the militant group said, at 11:45 p.m. on Thursday, at ND Avengers blew up another NNPC gas and crude trunk line close to Warri. Other tweets by the group reads, "The Niger Delta stakeholders meeting is an insult to the people of the Niger Delta. What we need is a sovereign state, not pipeline contracts." To the international oil companies, IOCs, and the Nigeria military, watch out, something big is about to happen and it would shock the whole world. But in another twist, the militants are being warned by another group. Here is the story. Don't destroy Niger Delta, group warns militants May 28, 2016 from Tony John, Port Harcourt. The new militant group in the oil-rich South-South, Niger Delta Avengers, NDA, has been warned to stop destroying the Niger Delta environment. A group called Oganai X Illegal Refiners Forum, OERF, sounded the warning yesterday, in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, describing NDA members of the group as saboteurs. Leader of the group, Mr. Cassidy Mbira, said with the appointment of Brig Gen Paul Boro, Coordinator, Presidential Amnesty Program, the region was in a good position to benefit more from President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Mbira said members of NDA should toe the path, who abandoned their illegal refining business for the sake of peace and to support the Buhari address the problem. He regretted that the Niger Delta Avengers started their illegal activities in the region when Buhari has shown interest in the zone, especially his action to clean up Ogoniland. Speaking further, Mbira called on the Oganai people to dissociate themselves from the activities of the Avengers and support President Buhari, as he flags off the Oganai cleanup on June 2, 2016, in Bori, the traditional headquarters of Ogoniland. Meanwhile, the ABC conference is still ongoing. The Al-Bayefran conference for 2016 will hold at Tribeca Hotel, 3427, Mensa Wood Road, Accra, 00233, Ghana. Plus 002330302-543-683. To get to the venue easily, just get to Tsatsu Agbon Street, East Legon, behind Ghana Link, Accra, Ghana. This is a non-public event, but all Biafrans are invited. Now, an excerpt from revelations made by the Niger Delta Avengers spokesperson, originally curated by Donald Ekpo. 1. Oppo well was awarded to Sapetro Oil owned by General Theophilus Y. Danjuma. Oppo field is capable of producing 300,000 barrels per day and crude reserve of 500 million barrels. 2. OML 110, OBE oil field owned by Al-Hajj, Mai, Darib, Cavendish Petroleum with an estimated 500 million barrel of crude oil that worth $50 billion after tax. 3. Akpo Condensate Field was awarded to Sapetro Oil owned by General Theophilus Y. Danjuma. This field worth $100 billions of dollars. 4 OML 112 and OML 117 were awarded to AMNI International Petroleum Development Company owned by Colonel Sonny Bello. Son-in-law to former head of state. General Abdul Salami Abubakar. It's worth $150 after tax. 5. OML 115, also known as Old Wak Field and Ebuk Field, was awarded to Al-Hajj Mohammed Indimi, in-law to former head of state General Ibrahim Bey Bangida. The two fields worth $200 billion. 6. OML 215 was awarded and operated by Northeast Petroleum Limited, owned by one Al-Hali Saleh Mohammed Gambo. The field worth $100 billion after tax. 7. OML 108, awarded to Express Petroleum Company, owned by Al-Hajj Aminu Dantata. This field worth $128 billion. 8. OML 113 was allocated to Yinka Folaio Petroleum Limited, owned by Al-Hajj Wi Folaio. Net worth is $150 billion. 9. Prince Naziru Adu Bayero, cousin to the Emir of Kano, Lamado, Sanashu, owns Ashuog Pu Muta marginal oil fields. It worth $110 billion. 10. Inter is owned by Atiku, Abubakar, Yara, Dua, and Adu. Bayero has a substantial stakes in the oil and gas exploration in the Niger Delta of Nigeria. 11. AMNI International Petroleum Company owns OML 112 and OML 117. Former Minister of Petroleum and OPEC Chairman Rilwanu Luqman has major stakes in AMNI International Petroleum Company. Now this is a news just coming in. Breaking news. Freedom fighters are moving forward. Militants blow up PPMC, NNPC pipelines in Delta, happening now. May 28, 2016. Armed militants have again attacked crude oil and gas pipelines operated by the Pipelines and Product Marketing Company, PPMC, and Nigerian Petroleum Development Company, NPDC, AD, both subsidiaries of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC. A community leader confirmed this on Friday, just as the Niger Delta Avengers, which has been targeting energy facilities for weeks, claimed responsibility for the attack. This is coming barely 24 hours after the Niger Delta Avengers blew up Chevron's Escravos pipeline. Another crude pipeline was attacked Thursday night near Baton Oil Field in Warri, said Eric Omer, spokesman for the Ajah Youth Council, which represents one of the largest ethnic groups in the vast delta in southern Nigeria. There were two simultaneous attacks on state oil firm, PPMC and NNPC pipelines, he said, referring to the marketing arm of the NNPC. The militant group tweeted later that they had blown up a gas and crude pipeline near the town of Warri that was protected by soldiers and operated by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC. At 11:45 p.m. on Thursday at ND, Avengers blew up other number NNPC gas and crude trunk line close to Warri, the group said on its Twitter feed. To the IOCs, indigenous oil companies and Nigeria military, watch out, something big is about to happen and it will shock the whole world, they added. Another tweet added, "The Niger Delta stakeholders meeting is an insult to the people of Niger Delta. What we need is a sovereign state, not pipeline contracts." It had claimed on the same platform an attack on Chevron's main power feed in the Delta, which shut down the U.S. firm's onshore operations, according to a company source. 12. OML 67 is operated Afrin plc. Rilwanu Luqman also has a major stakes in the field worth $180 billion. 13. OPL 245 is awarded to Malabu Oil and Gas owned by Danatet. Former President Obasanjo and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar all has major shares. It worth $50 billion. 14. OPL 89 and OPL 233 was awarded to Clean Water Consortium, the two fields worth $200 billion. Former Governor Peter Odili of River State, Obasanjo, and Sultan of Sokoto has major stakes. 15. OPL 288 was awarded to Focus Energy Senator Ndi Yuba, Obasanjo, and Gen Theophilus Y. Danjuma are the major stakeholders. The field worth $70 billion. 16. OPL 291 was awarded to Starcrest Energy Nigeria Limited owned by Emeka Afor. The field worth $100 billion. 17. Mike Adenuga's Conoil controls and operates six oil blocks and exports about 500,000 barrels of crude oil daily. These 6 oil block worth $500 billion. From our analysis above, 90% oil blocks are allocated to individuals from northern Nigeria, and some confused elements from the region are calling the Niger Delta Avengers names. Some are calling us criminals. With that, we come to the end of our morning news. Hope to see you in day. Thanks.